The other day, someone asked me a really simple question. What's your favorite lens? And that got me thinking. And what is a favorite lens? Is it the one you use all the time? Well, in that case, I guess it would probably be my Canon RF 15 to 35mm. As a real estate photographer, that lens is basically glued to my camera. A favorite lens can't just be the one you use the most, the one that delivers every single time. For me, it has to be the Fujifilm GF 110 f-stop 2. This heavy, built like a tank kind of lens. I don't use it often anymore, but mainly because I moved away from the system in favor of Hasselblad. It's the one I brought with me when I went to northern Norway a couple of years ago. I had it with my GFX 100, the old version. Combination that is, well, a bit heavy, a bit bulky, but for someone that is used to shoot with my Mamiya RB67, that was exactly new territory. Performed beautifully, razor sharp images, gorgeous colors, and the bokeh, everything you could possibly dream of. So yeah, this is the one. Let's take it up in the mountains and do a little walk around test. Let's go.
We've made it up into the mountains. It's a beautiful winter day, blue skies, crisp snow under our feet. And honestly, the perfect day to take a closer look at my favorite lens, the GF 110mm. It's not a small lens. It weighs 1010 grams and measures almost 125.5mm in length. It's weather resistant, has a 77mm lens thread, and features 14 elements in its optical construction. The minimum focus distance is 90 centimeters. This lens is widely regarded as one of Fujifilm's best portrait lenses in the GFX lineup. Thanks to its longer focal length, wide f-stop 2 aperture, outstanding sharpness, and that creamy beautiful background separation. But those are just the facts. What really matters is how it feels to use out here, in nature, as a tool for landscape photography. Can a lens known for a portrait style shine in the mountains? Let's take a closer look.
So you can see I'm using this screen to focus. I'm also using it to record my viewfinder. So quite handy when I'm making these videos.
Alright, let's stop it down a bit. F16. I'm focusing on the boat to get everything sharp, the boat and the surrounding areas. Lock in the exposure, tweak the composition, and there we go. Not exactly the best photo I ever taken, but you can clearly see what happens when you use a telephoto lens. It compresses the image, and even at f-stop 16 the depth of field is still fairly selective. You also have to remember, this is a medium format camera. That means the depth of field is actually shallower than what you'd normally expect at f16 on, for example, a full frame camera.
It's quite cool here. I mean, it's these really old buildings, old farm buildings, and the light is a bit harsh because the sun is just above my head. So, but we're going to give it a try and see how it works out, if it turns out any good.
I wandered around the farmyard for a while, taking in the scene, and it didn't take long before I decided to start with the brown house. The rustic charm stood out against the landscape, and I knew that would make a great subject to capture.
I'm using a 110mm lens now on this medium format camera. I kind of like it when I'm shooting straight on sometimes, especially these buildings. You get this kind of strange feeling when I shoot straight on. So you'll be able to see any of the corners or the side walls. So I'm only seeing the wall that's facing the camera right now. I don't know why, but that kind of gives it a bit strange kind of collective feeling. Almost like you're collecting matchboxes or collecting toys or something like that. But that's just my personal opinion. Maybe I'm a bit weird in my head, but that's the kind of association I get from these kind of pictures. I kind of like them.
When you shoot straight on, it creates a bit of an unusual effect. The symmetry and the directness of the angle can make the house look almost too perfect, like a static subject rather than something alive. But sometimes the straightforward approach helps emphasizing the structure and the details in the way that is harder to achieve with any other angle.
Got a new composition going on now. I kind of like this one. This really old building over there, and I'm shooting it quite straight on again. I got the sun over there. It's kind of a bit harsh, so it gives a bit shadows from the tree, and it gives a bit shadow on the left-hand side of the building. And I kind of like these mountains up in the background. It's kind of beautiful. So, and I'm also going to get a bit of the tree on the right-hand side. But first of all, before I start shooting, I found my composition, but before I start shooting, I'm going to put it on self-timer. So I got a 2-second self-timer like this, and I'm going to start shooting straight on like that.
The GF 110mm has this really nice compression. It pulls the shed and the forest closer together in a very natural way. It doesn't feel flat, it just feels tighter and more intentional. That's something I really love about this lens. I mean, sure, most telephoto lenses compresses the scene. That's not really the special part. What makes the GF 110mm my favorite is when I shoot it wide open. At f-stop 2, that's when it becomes something else. The background just melts away. The subject separates in a way that feels almost three-dimensional. It's not just shallow depth of field, it's the way it transitions, the way it falls off. It feels smooth, natural, expensive. And that's the look I keep coming back to. Even something simple, like that old chimney, suddenly feels intentional, important. The lens lets me isolate small details and give them presence. Honestly, this is the reason I kept my Fujifilm. I moved to Hasselblad. I thought I was done, but I couldn't let this lens go.
It's not just the buildings that are beautiful here. Look at that view as well. It's cool, really, really beautiful.
So why is this the best lens I ever had? It's the way it renders, the separation, the smooth transition from sharp to soft. It simplifies my images and makes everything feel more intentional. Every time I look at the photos, I can see it was shot with this lens. That's why it's the best I ever had, and that's why I can't let it go.
I think I got some decent photographs today, so I guess this is the end of this episode. So if you like this kind of stuff, please subscribe and please like it and all that kind of, you know the drill. So I guess I'll see you in the next episode.